Let's get to our final trade of the day. Joining me now is Scott Bauer, the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Boy, what market action on Friday. We had some rally action late in the session.
We did, and it was sustained throughout the day and into the close, and a good week for the market. Earnings have been pretty good so far overall. We obviously saw some negative news come out of Intel, but overall earnings have been, let's call it this way, they're not gangbusters, but they haven't been as bad as people thought they might be.
Any thoughts about the Fed this week?
You know what, they're not going to change course at all. I think they're going to continue to say, we'll look at the data. For right now, we pulled the reins in. Maybe we'll have a rate, hike later in the year, but I don't see any change whatsoever. All
right, well, let's get to your trade of the day, which is in Tesla. You guys are really keeping up the pressure on this stock.
We are, and I've been a Tesla bear for a long time, actually. But coming into this earnings report later in the week, there's been so much negative news over the last couple of weeks that's already out, cutting back their staff, cutting back production, this, that, and the other. This area in the stock around 280, 275, Angie, has been a really decent buy area in the past here. So what I'm looking to do is sell an expensive premium-wise put spread going into earnings. So I'm going to sell the 285, 280 put spread. I can collect $2, $2.25, depending on actually where I get in there. And you know what? I'm going to ride this thing through earnings. Worst thing that can happen is if the stock falls out of bed, okay, the max that this spread can go to is $5. I know my risk ahead of time. If I collect $2.25, I can only lose $2.75. If the stock remains here or goes higher, I have the opportunity to collect the entire premium of $2.25. So I like it, and I like it because if the stock drops, it's probably a place that I would buy it anyway.
It could be put to you.
Absolutely, the stock could be put to me, but that's fine. But remember, this is a spread. I always want to trade a spread because my risk is completely defined. I know what it is ahead of time, and that's the way I do it.
What about your reward to risk?
So I have the opportunity to collect the entire $2.25, which I really like. So it's about an even up reward to risk. I can collect $2.25. At most, I could lose $2.75.
Tesla, always a stock to watch.
Definitely a stock to watch. Big trader, lots of option volume, and usually pretty tight markets that you can get in and out pretty easily.
Good to have you here. Thanks so much for the Trader Talk.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.